It's Halloween, go outside if you dare. There are
Hi everybody, welcome to day 25. We're going to have a little bit of fun today. I have this beautiful napkin. It's got bats and spiders. I think that's a moth. But I have a canvas for it. And what I plan on doing is cutting a piece of this out. First I need to remove the second layer here. And of course, always keep your tissues. They're good for everything. Okay, get that folded out of the way. And then we're going to pick the one right here in the middle. On the bottom, well, bottom, top, doesn't matter. They're all the same seam. And I'm going to cut close to the fold, but not on the fold. Yes, it will end up taking out part of this one beside of it. And my eyes aren't so great for cutting. Especially when it comes to the darker areas. This one I will cut as close to the fold as possible. Okay, we got the piece out. We'll put these aside. Now I know a lot of you've seen doing the napkin transfers onto things. And so that's pretty much what I'm doing with this. This is actually day 24's because day 24 is cooking. But I'm going to go ahead and make this day 25. But I have to have it done today because it is a birthday gift to the youngest sister-in-law of mine. And I want to present this to her later today. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place these 3 cups up here. So that I can place this down on to that. I'm going to grab my varnish. Clean off the overspill. Oh boy, I'm going to pause you because I got a Charlie horse in my ribs. Back in a second. Okay, now that Charlie's over, and I finally remember what I was going to be doing first. I have that turned over so that I can tape the back. This is painter's tape. And because I don't want a mess to have to deal with later on with cleanup, we just tape up the back here. Excuse me. Excuse me, our weather has gone nuts. So the pollen doesn't know whether it should be going or not. Oh my goodness. And because of the video for today, my hands had to have some rest. That project became a struggle. Whoops. Just a couple more. I better not ruin that thing, huh? And last one. Get that out of my way. Make sure it's down as nice as it can be. Go ahead and trim off what you can. Tape and glue. Yup, I think those are becoming my new nemesis. Paper and plastic already had number one. All right, good enough. I'll have to clean all that tape off my scissors. Okay. Now that we have it turned over, I need to mix up a little bit of paint. So, oops, I got tape stuck to me still. Keep this up, I'll be like a cat with tape on its paw. All right, so I don't destroy this. I do have to move it out of my way. And I'm going to go with black borders on this. So I'm going to pour a little bit of this paint into here. Well, that's some really gloppy stuff. So I'm going to use quite a bit of it up. And pretty soon I may just toss this paint. Okay. Let's get that closed up. Oh, I wanted to show you something. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. But last time I opened up this paint, it had the strangest weirdest little happy face in there. Oop, my phone's ringing. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh. Give me a second, folks. I have paint open, of course. Okay, back. I put a little bit of water in this because it's really thick and chunky, and hoping that I've got it reconstituted enough. If not, I'll switch out and go to a newer paint. But I'm not going to be painting much of this, just the borders. And it doesn't matter how straight I get it, but I always try. And it's going to take probably a couple coats. In order to do this, so that I get full coverage. And hope that I'm getting it the width it needs to go. I don't think I really am, but here, let's kind of match that up a little. Yeah, I'll need to bring it in just a little bit. Trying to make sure I get my coverage. You guys are probably up there. I see you missed that. You missed that. There we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and let this dry, and then I'll do a couple more coats on here and bring you back. Well, I ended up painting all of it because, well, I had paint on my thumb I didn't know about, and I put it in the white area. So I went ahead and just finished it off. Now, I'm going to use this beautiful stuff here. It is Sargent Art Acrylic Pearlescent Mixing Medium. Clean with soap and water before drying. So that means if you use a brush, clean with soap and water. I probably won't be using a brush. I'm going to use this glove instead because, well, I clean brushes all the time. And today I'm a little tired, so I'm going to go ahead and put this back. And we're going to put this on here. That much. Well, darn it. I'll have to wipe my finger off, I guess. Okay. Oh, heck, you know, if it's on my finger, it's on my finger, right? And I'm just going to spread it out like this. And I don't care about finger marks or anything like that because it's going to add interest to this. So I wiped it on me. Natural. Hence why the tape is on the back. Get it spread out as fast as I can because it does dry kind of quickly. And I do want kind of an even coverage, if possible. So I'm going to spread as well as I can here. And make sure there's enough covered before I wipe the rest off. Now when I go to wipe the rest off, I'm not going to wipe hard because I do want kind of an even coating to it. And because of that, well, you know what? We're just going to use my brayer. Oh, that works. Wipe off the brayer. Grab everything, Mars. Okay, let's get this back up here. We'll just use the 2 cups for now, I guess. Okay, I'm going to put my thumb right here. And I'm just going to continue to pull some of this off this way. And okay, now it's just time for that to dry. So I'll be back as soon as that's dry. It doesn't take long. All right, this is drying up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this paintbrush and I'm going to dip it in this water. And then I'm just going to kind of wet this napkin down in kind of a weird shape if possible. And I have to remember where I'm stopping at because it needs to be wet. I'm not going to get it perfect, that's for sure. But it's not meant to be completely perfect. Whoops. Oh. Kind of ovalish. And then I'm going to just pull that outer sides out and off. I'm ripping gently. Well, as gentle as I can. Oops, I see a spot that I need to get before I get there. There we go. See another spot. Kind of hold it with your fingers a little bit. Got to make this edge here a little bit more wet. Okay, now that I've got that done, now comes some varnish. This I will paint on. And I don't want a whole ton of it. I'm just going to wipe it on there. Okay, now before this can start drying, you need to put the paintbrush down, get this up and place it as close to the middle as you can. Smooth out from the inside here to the outside, and then take your brush and begin bringing it out. Okay, now I need to wait for that to dry, and we'll be back. Okay, so this is ready to take the tape off, and sadly it's going to peel off some of that paper, so I'll have to put a backing on here of some sort. Unless I can save it by doing this. I mean, they're not the most expensive canvas boards. Definitely not the most expensive. I did warm it in my dryer, curing machine. Awesome. And only lost a little bit there. So that's fine. I'll just re-glue this on. And this, everybody, is day 25. I hope you can see that pretty well. I'll take a picture and I'll add it to the end. Okay, everyone. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. And see you in the next video.